She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in his garage for 12 years, according to Boycott himself.
Yeah, yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West. That's not a type of boycott.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Liberia to where. And said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boycott come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking what kind of way Boycott, what kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but I think they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boycott benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not to run with money.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving about for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of old man, then he wants to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyers. Let my thousand go look for lawyer. So from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went sign a resolution. I have many seconds why you did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Boycott send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
Liberia is in trouble.
Correct move.
But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that Dr. Ware is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought total transformation to Liberia. That is the man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they don't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. You say Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. In sports? Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see you Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup. I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your national experience in Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be worse. Will be one of the worstest country in the whole world. What I mean, worstest country in the whole world. If the Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and said, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God. I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right? The hardship, you have not seen the hardship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, and the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
You mean US, the United States?
United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot put the nation right.
Will determine a clear vision for the country. Okay, so it also includes the development of some of these problems. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpower bridge that the Chinese government is about to build, and the road from Cassidy Bolivar to 12th Street, they were all in the Puebla. That's true, but it was blocked in the Puebla. The President Boycott visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we will take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting, then we join inside and vote.
Just a final question.
Yeah. So, you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, and now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you the Chinese government will waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on the global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote for something that will hate ourselves as a country and people.
A systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing, and Liberia is paying the price. Our seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even a stronger storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Pinsville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the boycott administration. And that institution is the mighty coalition for democratic change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponents, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
Liberia
like I said, it's one of the best countries in the world, whether you believe it or not. You understand? Yeah, it's a small country. It's one of the best countries. You know, we are very good people. And then I think what we should strive for is for our country to survive. You know, and that's why we promote peace in our country. You know, for so many years we've been promoting peace, and people that brought war still continue to have the face and idea of discrimination. This is wrong, and we will not sit as citizens of this country. I was in opposition before. I faced this thing before, and then of course I'm in opposition. We'll put check to that.
Wow. And these things happen in the wake of these turbulent times. You know, the economic hardship is very high, and there were people that you may have placed on payroll and so forth here and there, but these are Liberians. In the wake of all of these hardships, they have been taking off jobs, and some of them could be angered by that and take matters into their own hands. And you are a man of peace, and if they did support you and they are suffering because they are associated with you, people have been taking up tenure positions. Whoever associated with you, either directly or indirectly, they have been taking up jobs. These things could anger people and they could take matters in their own hands. What say you to this? Yeah.
Maybe the international community that were reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They are still there. And we have to respect the laws of the republic. That's what we did. When I was in power, when they tell me that no, this is a tenure position, you cannot move the person until the tenure expire. So be it. That's the law. We can break the law. So I hope that the government will take heed.
Say what's up to all of you wherever you are. It's great joining us tonight right here on this very day, and we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything. Let me say thanks to DTV Online, my own son, and Dazi and his team for the excellent work they continue to do. And Dazi, I think we have a project. Yeah, something tomorrow to go do. It's somewhere there. Tomorrow I will hit you up. All right, and thank you. We want to say thanks to everybody. Thanks for everything. That indeed we are grateful again, and at least we're going for a weekend's break from where we are, and so we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything. And with God, all things are possible. Yeah, with God, all things are possible. The weekend has started for others. Why? Others are still waiting to kick it off, but the weekend officially has started. And others are waiting to board it, and waiting for show. Let me say what's up, and congratulations, and let me say happy Law Day to all of the legal practitioners in this country, law enforcement officers. I want to say hats up to all of you, members of the Liberia National Police, the immigration, and all those who are there to enforce law and order. It's about all of us. It's not only about lawyers, but all the law enforcement agencies. So if you are a law enforcement practitioner, today is the day for all of us. So I want to say thanks to you. And we are grateful to the Almighty God that we ended the day today at the ministerial complex. And it was quite an elaborate occasion, thanks to those students who showed up and to see what the occasion was about. And we are forever grateful to the Almighty God for everything. And we are looking forward to seeing our country progress in a path that will spell out, morality, decency, and so forth. So we are here and grateful to the Almighty God for everything. And this is our country. That's one thing we can always assure everyone else. This is our country. We can do all we can, but we can't do it to the extent that will undermine our very existence. Right? We can't undermine our very existence. So let me say what's up to all of you. It's good joining us tonight on this day, and we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything that He continues to do for us. And with God, all things are possible. So some of my fantastic students, thanks so much for always joining. And J, you got to provide clarity, but I saw your emissary today. Yeah. So you got to provide that clarity as to why it is. How's up to you, my darling sister Nina Kwe? I hope you're doing so great. And Emmanuel Queer, Emmanuel Queer, and good evening, brother. And of course, I'm watching you from Bond County, David in town. Yeah, I know how you guys are struggling and want this program as far as those areas as well. But you keep doing what you can to get informed, which of course, information is power, knowledge is power. And so Charles M. Dolobiapu. He says, good evening, Teacher Light, and good to be honor your voice tonight again and to get factual and facts from you about Liberia, Dolobiapusin. Dolobiapusin? That is interesting. I like that. Thank you. Someone is in 15 houses. La Grand Bassa County, Mator, Indomitable Mator. Oh, you in 15 houses? Yeah, when you leave from Drabin, yeah, then you go 15 houses. Yeah, that's what it is. You first have Vanvuzu camp when you come from, I don't know what other camp they have down there now, but you first, when you come from the St. Michael school, because at Vanvuzu camp we were initially before they transferred my father to Drabin, right? Yeah, but at Vanvuzu camp we were close to the school before they transferred my father to Drabin. So from Drabin now, then you go in 15 houses that they play the PP people there, and the Gion staff, then the Google people. But it's Vanvuzu camp too. They get some. I don't know how they have done it there, but that's why it used to be like. Yeah, and I think it's good. I enjoy the areas, and that's what I love that place because I still picture it. And I read across, if you are crossing the road, then you go in estate to the bungalow. That means you can even stay to drive in. You go to estate to the bungalow. You can leave from Vanvuzu Camp, you walk, pass by driving, and you go to the junction, the bungalow junction. Then you go straight inside. When the bungalow, you can use that other side to go to St. Joseph. And anyway, Lag was a great place for us, and we are very grateful that God was with us. And they really impacted us. Yeah. And so that is it. And we think for sure with God, all things are possible. And we'll certainly get there. Right? Sissy, what's up? Sissy Logan. How's everything with you? You're a great team. And Emmanuel Brown says, according to the ex-president George Manuel, the Congress for Democratic Change is coming back. That's the word, guys, over the year. It's coming back to power. And of course, let's do it the CDC way, peacefully, democratically. And we are the common people who will win again. So that is very much good. And we are grateful. There's Gladys. I'm seeing Gladys. I'm seeing Sion Potter. J-Man, what's up? So, like I said, you have to hit me up to provide credit because we have legal connection and we also have student-teacher connection. So, which side of the connection commitment you are making, we got to know all of that. Good evening, my best teacher in Liberian history. And, of course, watch you, Linga Thomas, says that. Asada Mira, what's up? How's everything? Maybe it's okay. Everything is okay, fantastic. And your prayers are working. And so that is it. And Matilda, what's up? How's everything with you? Most powerful class prefects for life. I say you want to relinquish it, but it's for you for good. Yeah, so that is what it is, and we are getting there. Claude Allison, how's up? I hope you are doing so great tonight. Tina Cooper, USA. Yeah, T, what's up? How's everything with you? Yeah, we are trying our best here in Liberia, and we are getting there. With God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. And let me say also up to those who don't agree with us, who don't like us, but they will not like us. We don't have problem with them. But that is life for all of us, and we don't have time. We are just grateful to the Almighty God that our country is at least in a kind of peaceful way in which we can go to bed and sleep. But it's relative peace. It's relative peace. And there are some things we'll talk here. You will now understand. A lot of things are going on in this country. And things are going bad. And let me not say that there is nothing good going on Joseph Boakai. No, I will not say that, because it's not even possible that you have a government that will not take some substantial steps that will impact the lives of the citizens. So some of us, we don't buy into the kind of propaganda to say what it got about as to whether and as to whether things are okay. Things are retrogressing badly. I'm not saying it's different from good things happening, right? But things are retrogressing badly. At a fast speed. And it's not too good for our country. We know times are hard. We know there are some decisions that we don't own, but affecting us. But it is just God. And tonight, there are times when things happen to you, you may have that reflection. But again, it's God. And for those of you out there, we are still hoping that our guys will put up, will get us running again. And from the radio entertainment. And guys, we hope they will get us running. But we don't have updates yet. And as to what's on Tini, and so that we can have them. Oh, but tomorrow the Fortune Liberia, a friend called me. One of my friends called me. He said he had 8 cars. He bought it $5 and then he got $8. So he scratch. He got $8 out of it. Right? Yeah, that's a good feedback. So tomorrow they're going to be having a draw for the second chance, meaning that those cards he already has $8, right? He used $5, he has $8. So the rest of the other cards that he did not win on, that the one day he has to enter in the registration using that orange number. Let me say the MTM, let me say the WhatsApp number 088-788-7000. That the one he has to use to enter. I think they close it up today. I think the entry for registration will close today because the draw is on tomorrow. So if you did not do it, then of course that card is now invalid for use. You can't keep it again to use it again because that code will be off the system. They're doing it so that there's no fraud, no duplication. Nobody will be bringing things here. No. So once you register it, that's it. When you don't register it for this week, it's off. You now need to look for different cards again before you enroll for next week. Because when the draw is here, it closes everything. So that's why you guys need to be concerned about. So keep buying your cards out there. They are there. And the location, just go there and say, I need Fortune scratch card, Fortune Liberia scratch card. I want to play. How many scratch cards? Yeah, you get a $8. That's it. You $5, you get 5 cards. You scratch it, you never know. You may be able to get $10. You may be able to get $15. You may be able to get 10,000. You may be whatever it is, you're able to get it. And those prices are there. And people are already going in for it, and they are getting it. All these things are empowerment things that we are looking for this country. That when these people bring their ideas, then yeah, we don't even have to have relationship with them, but we just have to sell it out because it's for you. We don't need to have relationship. When it's in your interest, yeah, no problem. Yeah, we can sell it out to you so that you go there and try your best. At the same way, when Joseph Boakai doing something here that good for the country and say everybody will go stay online to go get rice, I will announce it for you so that all of y'all will go and stay and get rice. I did not issue. Joseph Boakai need to give me an announcement or whatever for that. Once it has to do with you're going to collect rest, every time the Joseph Boakai horse, I will announce it. All the old people, I will give any announcement here. People will follow the Joseph Boakai on who to is there. One day I will just count the radio. I announce that Joseph Boakai distributing radio. All the old folks, they will just follow to a place. And what they call it like business. I want to not even get per away. Because he should be able to get the old folks. He should be supplying the old folks because he's part of the old folks. Right? Yeah. And so I think with God, and it is bad for us, and yeah, with God, I don't know what's really going on in this country. I think what are our pastors? One time, Primate said that Liberians needed prayers. He said that prayer was supposed to have been heard in November. And he's supposed to come to Liberia to have offered that prayer in November. And from my understanding, using his local agent here, one David Yimpa, I think they tried. The first person who wrote, before even getting to George Weah, the first person who wrote was Joseph Yuma Boycott. You know, the man is a prophet. He doesn't care, he says it, but he doesn't have any personal issue with you. The first person he wrote that he wanted to come to Liberia to offer prayer for the nation was Joseph Boycott. And I think from what Yimpan said, they said they tried to use Representative Solomon George to have taken that communication to Joseph Boycott. I don't know what the representative did. Yeah, I think they must have contacted him. I don't know, but I think Yimpan, the local agent here, he had been behind it. And that was before George Weah could go to Nigeria to meet the prophet for the first time. So the man had wanted to come here to pray. Remember now, these people, they are prophets, they have nothing personal against you. So there's no animosity or so forth. I said you want to grow and go away from them. Right? Yeah. They see someone who walks up to Saul and say, you are going to be the man. God sent him there and say, oh, man, yeah. Gonna to you. God said, now you're going to be it again. Now that labor, they're coming to be it now. Because what was the issue? Because these people, they take themselves off. They are not emotionally attached to people whom they are supposed to be giving messages to. So they don't have any issue with you. They say it. Like some of us here, we just say it, but some of you think that we are against you. No, we're not against you. When you meet me in the street, you just say, oh, AB, you this, that, here, and there. I will tell you, my brother, I'm sorry for that. I'm not big to say I'm sorry. If I ever wronged you in any way, or whatever I said in any way that you think we have been injurious to you, cutting your speech from me does not help. You can confront me or whatever, because I didn't do it with an intent to hurt you, harm you, because I have any personal, because you know within yourself I have nothing personal against you. No. I'm just saying it out of, maybe I try my best to be human. Right? Yeah. Because sometimes we are emotionally attached to issues either for good reasons, bad reasons. Again, we do things for the wrong reasons and with the wrong outcome. Yeah. Those are some of the things that people go through. So the man wrote and wanted to meet with Boycott. And I know the Boycott League of Pastors or the Boycott League of Political, let me say, oh, sorry, I don't want to say political pastors. The Boycott League of Religious Advisors. They are not willing to allow God's intervention into Boycott's life. You never know what may happen. Right? They don't. They don't want to. And, you know, this country is an interesting country. Every other institutions and so forth here and there, they are going down the drain because one way or the other, either they have physical appearance or they have an implied appearance or express appearance, because there are two appearances, right? The appearance might be implied or the appearance must be expressed, right? So if you carry an appearance that implies that you are going this way, people just put you there, and it becomes so bad. So you see some of the issues we're talking about. So in short, good institutions are going bad. I don't know. The politics has entered the country to the extent that people are now at odds with each other. Sometimes when you see the group of people supporting the opinion on the other side, then you follow their link and you say the people then are supporting the debate on the other side. When you go trace them, you will trace them to some kind of political belief. They are not independent. In fact, they don't see it that way. And we got to be professional. Whether you like it or not, you have to be professional. And it's very much important. Nobody this time Everyone else having it. Something it has to be CDC. It has to be, you go in the journalism profession. In fact, our friend then started it on us first. When we were speaking out of patriotic mind for our country, they were calling us CDC journalists. So saying you align me, or of course you align me, and then you decided to align me with the CDC, I feel proud. I'm there now. So what am I going to do? To come came and say? Then you finish putting me there because of my opinion expressed. You finish putting me there. Then you also want me to believe that you are independent when I know your opinions that you're expressing. So now I see some of them posting on Facebook, oh, we will not come back. The other one that will not happen. I say, but they are journalists. You can see they are sad. But one thing about them is that they are very pretentious. And I'm a bold man in this country. I'm not a fake person. When you want to get your side, come out clear and state that who you are. We don't care. We don't care. Me, I'm a bold person. I don't care about how you will feel about me. You see, one thing anybody can trust me for is when I tell you, say, I'm for you, I'm for you. When I tell you, say, this is my position on something, it is it. And I will express it, come up and state it. I will not be dangling all over the place to come confuse you. No. That is where credibility comes in. That's where integrity comes in. You see those Zogos out there? Those criminals in the ghetto? They may not have morality, but they have integrity. Now you ask me the question, how can one not have morality and of course get integrity? Now you see, this is the problem, right? Now, integrity has to do with doing that which you think is called for, that needs to be done in a very, because what we call deviant, the word deviance definition is relative. What may be deviant in America may not be deviant here. So you like it, you want to wear short trousers and wear, of course, to your tie and then go to church. In the Western world, it's not a crime. You can go there, whatever it is, or whatever it is. That is not a deviant act, but in Liberia, so it's cultural, right? So those are some of the things. So it's cultural. So what may be deviant? So in their society, there's Zogo them. They have a belief system that when you go and steal, the boss may not dare to know what you stole from that person. But when you can, you got to declare. Right? So in their setting, they have their own line of integrity in their setting. Because integrity, if you look at one key element of integrity is when you are doing just good well when no one else is watching. Now, their bosses are not there watching to see who phone they stole or how they stole it or this, that. They will go and declare. So their bosses trust them that they're not lying. In fact, to the extent that some of their bosses will be defending, say, there was nothing else in your phone, in your bag. That guy, they didn't take anything else from your bag. Just why you saw that or why you told me. They trust them on that. So integrity is about trust, belief system. So they have that there. They may not be morally upright, but that's what they are. That's just who they are. And we think with God, all things are possible. But when you learn to fight against God's will, you tend to suffer it. There are people who certain things don't belong to. They took it and they made it appear like it's for them. And they made other people who struggle for it to look like they are people who are just cursed. Have you ever seen that before? You know, it's really be a question I will be asking you. You can win something, somebody stole it from you, and then make it to appear like it was for them. They make you to look like loser and you are crying. But God comes back to strike that person. It is from, they say the ends will justify the means. So, as to how blessed you are in your marriage will determine whether the process towards that marriage was characterized by God's blessings. Right? So, whatever Joseph Walker is faced with now is because he stored away the actual decision and choices of the Liberian people. So they are suffering as a result of that. Some of the decisions they are taking, they don't control it. They don't own it. People have gotten married, and of course, where they're supposed to be blessed, the whole marriage scatter. The man does not like them or whatever because they stole away somebody in a relationship. They made that other person to know that the person was useless, the person was careless, the person was this, that. No, that was not it. But somebody, there are people who can make you to look like you are nobody. They can make you to look like you are unsuccessful. No, that the ends will justify the process through which, because whatever you get, God can bless you and you suffer in a way of Christ. It can't be Christ. No. God will open the doors for you. You know, when the election ended in 2017, people said George Weah stole the election. You know what he said? Yeah. But the events after that, God manifested himself and showed to the world that this guy is always blessed. And I will manifest myself to demonstrate that I am with him, and he won this election. How did it happen? COVID-19 came. When the whole world collapsed, when there was nowhere to turn, everybody had to sit home to manage their own economy. George Weah was still here managing the economy as novice, as he claimed him, political novice, as he took over this country. God managed to manifest himself until George Weah managed this country in the wake of COVID-19. In the wake of all those challenges that were unfolding, he took public policy decisions that called for serious financial burden on the nation, and yet he was able to live up to that. The free tuition, the wax fees, he did not roll back on any because COVID-19 came in. That's how you can see God's manifestation of blessings, because those challenges will come. Nobody said they will not come. Like Joseph Boaga is faced with a USA project. Who knows? They will come. They will come. I don't care what you do. There will be challenges that will come. Now, where God want to manifest himself, God will bring those challenges and tell you, this is what I'm able to do. How do you think God will look at children of Israel and tell them, say, you'll go pass through that sea? He put a huge block of sea in front of them and say, you'll go pass. God creates it and manifests himself to tell you that he is with you, so that you know that it is not by your power and it is not by your might. And you got to know that God is there. And that's how God operates. The aftermath, it doesn't matter how you got what you got. Most people, they say they are royalty today. See where their riches are today. They are struggling because the process through which they got all those riches, it doesn't last with them. That's just God. Look, if you don't believe in God and you think that you can just do anything anyhow to anybody or whatever it is, you're just hurting yourself. You got to believe in God. The way Joseph Boaga running this country is very, very bad. Just when a few Unity Party people will see people like us and speak to us, whatever it is. But the rest of them, they have cut off speech. They don't talk to you. They don't care. They see you, they tie in their face. Their own government, they go. They have their own government, but they tie in their faces everywhere. As soon as they see you straight, well, they tie their face. So the best thing you can do to make them feel uncomfortable for the next 4 years is to just appear before them and just pass there. They will get vexed. That's all. Look at today. Just this afternoon, I was listening to Sam's show after I left from the Law Day program. I heard there was an announcement, appointment made, and I heard that my sister, Estelle Liberty, who was LBS, and LBS and Director General. That lady name was mentioned. It didn't just fly there like that. No. It was well taught. And they announced her name. I think to NAFA Board or something, to do certain representative, something there. Just late this evening, while I'm coming to do the show, Sam Andrew calls me and say, oh, Chief, they not change the woman name that I was telling her congratulations. They not take her name from there. I say, why they took her name from there? Because to me, it was strange that Estelle Liberty name will come up, because Joseph Boaga and his group has vowed that anybody who associated with George Weah or benefited from honor George Weah's administration, they don't worth to be in this country and work in Joseph Boaga's government. Let me remind you about something. This thing is not strange. And God always tells. I remember when we were forming the CPP government, the first draft constitution they came up with, I will show you all that constitution. I'm trying to check my files. In that first constitution they came away in the CPP, they put it there. 11.5 something of the CPP. First draft. That time was on Truth FM. They put it there that anybody who does not identify with the CPP and it's not visibly seen with within the CPP, you will never get a job. It was there. We read commentaries on that thing. We said this is very much divisive, wrong, contrary to the Constitution. We caused all the noise then at that time, and they were in opposition at the time. They wrote that thing. It was in the CPP document. And what did I say? When I was on Truth FM at that time, I read the commentary. I said the very thing that the Unity Party people put it there, because they are speaking from their experience they had with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Because they believe that when they struggle with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, when they struggle with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf decided to take people outside of the country who, in fact, I think at one point in time, Women Pay called those people expatriate officials. So Ellen had to take people who never struggled at all and decided to employ them. So the Unity Party experience, they brought it into that CPP framework document. I will stay on Truth FM. I still record it. Y'all go there. You know, everything I say here, God can just tell me, say, hey, you say this. This is exactly what it is. And that is what it is. And when they change it, because when we cause all that noise, they record it. Because I remember I hosted Mo Ali asking, they say, oh yeah, you know, the thing stay on a review process. My big brother, Ko Bangalu, he called me and say, hey, where you take the other noise here from again? Yeah, but we try to look at it. We review it was an error that it was there. I said that the Unity Party people put it there. Then I said, when they change it, and the latest CPP framework document that came up, when they changed it, I said this is the actual intent of these people. Changing this document does not in any way mean that they will not do it where they to take power. I said that on Truth FM. Look, every other thing God open our eyes to, you may doubt it today, but it will take years or months or whatever, it will still come to fruition, because God has his own way of communicating with people like us and opening our eyes to things that is difficult for others to really see. Where are we today? Where are we today? Is it not the same thing that was in our CPP framework document that they said they took from there? Now what Unity Party are using today? To the extent that even if Joseph Boycott appoints people in places, they want to know what level of contribution you made before you are appointed to that position. So it's not just about CDC people or what about it? So what will CDC people do there? Esther Liberty, very much apolitical. Director General. You never saw her one day. Now that other men are sitting down there now opening your mouth whole day just talking about of trash. Esther Liberty knew that the state broadcaster is one that has to be apolitical, especially at the leadership level. And she did her best. She served with diligence. She served the state. It was excellent. So her name coming there, we wouldn't have had problem with it. We wouldn't have had problem with it. Because you could see clearly that she wasn't. She was not on air to have influenced anything to say, look, and she was one way or the other supporting the Unity Party on cover or whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. No, nothing like that. She was not at any position expressly seen out there, whatever. Even implicitly, she did not ever show anything like that. You see that? So they told Esther, they put it there. They're sending people in the Unity Party. They say, but hey, you know the Lord, that nobody who know what they call what people out there, they are struggling for job already. These people, what they call that these CDC people who are working CDC government, take the money from there. They seen Joseph Boycott again gets ready, to tick. They took that woman name off again. My friend Sober George, who get a program on Prime now, late evening. The men fought hard. Whatever it is, they took that one off again. What Joseph Boycott doing to our country? And that's bad. Government of inclusion. When they say government of inclusion, what are you thinking? When they talk about government of inclusion, what runs to Joseph Boycott's mind when they are talking about government of inclusion? It Even if people had gone to you and actually say, there's that, they won't happen here and there. No, chief. You have to tell them, say, this country is for all of us. We were saying these things because we were running campaigns. And we must reach on the other side to make party doing that you have to really think that CDC needs to do to repeat. I don't know which part of the thing that you think that they are doing that you like so much, because we can't be condemning these actions and then we say tomorrow the same thing must happen. You know, it's Unity Party doing the wrong things. They have divided the church. You know, the church was already divided by itself, but their jealousy and envy then they used to be having against each other. The other church pack, the other man church pack, the other person this, that, here, and that kind of funny jealousy they had it already. Then politics come and enter inside again, where they took it from that other spiritual jealousy, then they brought it down to political jealousy. Where they used to stoke a certain man of God in Liberia under the CDC, they say, oh yeah, the CDC, government official then there, church people then there. They got it there. Now the church is divided. That's why you see no single voice they can come up with in this country anymore. They are finished. The church finished. The Muslim community, hey, forget about it. They have respect for that community or whatever. But the kind of people they have in leadership, I must admit, no disrespect to you people, but you're also finished politically. And we are watching. Why you're telling your children? These are people that are supposed to be apolitical. They just take themselves up and they say this here and there. They are finished. I am telling you. FRNRSH. They are finished. We should put in the past there. No. They are finishing. And in fact, they finished already, because I don't think they're ever going to come back again. So Japo ED to that age, they're finished. We'll finish with them. They are finished. These people are terrible in this country. That people like us now, we are in charge now. The role they're supposed to be playing, what we're playing now. And we don't have time for the insults that go along. You think they never insulted Jesus Christ when you're passing around doing some other thing? Some people, look at him and say, I fully one kind, you can't do all kind of thing, no problem. You're like, I say, your cause me any kind of way, like your business. I don't want to know. So you see that? Those are some of the things that you need to know about. And we are all grateful to the Almighty God that at least people like us, we are still around and God is using us for his purpose and mission. You put the other person here, you must show which side you're on before you can work here. You took Sober Joshua, Estelle Liberty, the second person. Why you're doing all of that? That's bad. That is what we call bad governance. JMB. You are hurting the country. Okay? You are hurting the country. You are not reconciling the country. Those are busy things that can reconcile people. The CDC men want to be seen right here sitting down in the office. The Unity Party men sitting down. They're going to get up for lunch. They are having their discussions, their political belief. They are able to take their lunch time to discuss. Oh, our party will come back. Those kind of conversations. It unites the nation. Now somebody's able to keep their own in their heart. They can't talk it when you go for lunch. When somebody bring us something, the government really doing well. Then yesterday they say, but they are fool because you're not able to talk. When you go to that same thing, that man talking say, man, what kind of thing the government doing well? That man will leave from there, go in the office and say, man, we're having lunch. That year they're sitting there. Let's be careful with you. That man, that whole CDC man, the man say, then the HR will get ready, get letter. That's the other man from there. But you have the right to discuss politics. That your other friend who two of your share the same office together, that man doesn't have the same right. Because the country is only yours. And you call that reconciliation? How can we be reconciled by that? We are not at peace. We're afraid. Just some of our more sharp. That's why you see us sitting down here, but we are afraid. Seeing some of the things are happening. But all these things I'm talking here, it takes me down to the drama at our Lord Day. It was so bad to the extent that where I was sitting, I wanted to take some pictures because I always like to observe. Just by one statement from our president, It has divided the entire legal profession. So we have joined the legislature divided, the legal profession divided. I don't know, gosh, this country. What kind of virus Bwaka really has that everyone who carries something near here appear like that appearance of sounding like you supporting Bwaka belief, then you destroy. Even if you are over an institution, that institution gets destroyed by that. What is this thing? I think if some of you want to really redeem yourself, you got to start distancing yourself from Bwaka now. Because the moment you are an institution and you associate yourself with Bwaka, and then you came up to that, people say, oh, people used to hate we are, but I think it's not about hatred now, about Bwaka. Oh no. People just hate the fact that when you associate with Bwaka, the only thing you have to do is to say something that runs contrary to general belief system. And by virtue of the fact that you are doing that, you hate your entire institution. It is not that people hate Bwaka. No. Look, today at our Lord Day, I wanted to take pictures. But I said, no, this is our noble profession. Let's leave it like this. I don't know whether the leadership envisaged that area was going to be really empty. We lawyers, may y'all know us. Look, I am at my own lesson number is I'm at 07764. Right? Yeah. Where is it? What lesson number here? Very rare. When they say lawyers, that don't kind of thing that we can attend. We don't joke with those things. You know why? They can score points there and all candidate against you. All right, very good. Yeah, 0764. My lesson number. Over the thousands of lawyers in this country. You went to the ministerial complex today? You saw the hall? You could not count barely 300 of us in our place. People boycotted. Just because of one statement made. Then I will say for AB there, they are political. I agree. So the other people who boycotted, who are they too? They political too? Or they part of CDC? Because when you want to measure those kind of thing, then you say, what are the AB one boycotted? Or whatever it is, you say that the CDC people then boycotted. No. The other people who are releasing opinions and things like Justice Banks and could you imagine people? That some kind of virus in the old man Joseph Bwaka. Look, the Masorado County, in fact, the advisory council for Masorado County, they came out with a position statement. You have young lawyers that denigrating those people. Justice Banks, then I don't need you a year on paper. Then they tell you, say, these are the errors, advisory council. These are not just ordinary advisors. In the legal profession, seniority matters in our profession. Oh, whether you like it or not, senior counsel, seniority, that one part, you go or you calm down. Seniority is very key in the legal profession. You don't even know it. That one of the professions that they get respect. When you are senior, you'll be respected. In fact, to the extent that even on court dockets, senior lawyers can go like AB get a case assigned for such and so my case somebody will come 4 here and there. That senior lawyer able to even move to the judge and say, I have a problem going on. That we wanted the case. Who are the representation here? That Anthony Abraham William and Anthony, the other person here. What do you call here? Your Honor, can you please? What do you call seniority? Look, they can even do those things. And what do you say there? What do you say there? Then people of the advisory council, they come up with an opinion trying to checkmate the statement of our bar. Instead of us getting together and say, look, due to these things here and there, and for the sake of our bar, we'll try to retract this statement. And we call it for the sanctity of the bar. And since people said it, they said no. Instead, they started denigrating the people. Who are they? They are just common advisors. Advice can be taken or not taken. You see some of the thing in there. You can either reject it or you accept it. It's not bounding. That's disrespect. How we reach at that level? So if those students from universities, because I had to bring 2 other guys from there. I took them from there. I said, oh, they said they're coming to town. So they were coming, and then they asked me, I brought them to town. And they from the university or the UMU or something like that. Yeah, I brought them. So the UMU chair there, and the AFL people there, they carry there, the AFL band. Then I saw immigration people there too. The immigration people they carry there, and so forth. Where were the lawyers? Nowhere around. The Chief Justice supposed to have delivered a statement as a matter of tradition observing this day. None of them, none of them attended that. What is happening to our country? None of them attended our program. See some of the problems? And that's bad. They boycotted. Not only that, normally that program can be graced by international partners and so forth here and there. Most of them did not grace our occasion. They were just skipping on messages here and there. So it was just few good friends who were just together today and decided to go down there. It's shameful. Why we have to reduce that integrity institution to that level? Why is it when somebody just issue a statement or something that when they are issuing it sometimes, I don't know, good people. And look, I voted for my big brother and Councilor Obama. I voted for him. And I owe no regret for voting for him because of the 2 that were there. He was the preferred candidate I saw. But there's just something about this boycott that the moment you try to do some kind of thing, some kind of way, then you see the whole thing it just make you, in fact, to the extent that your institution, or even if you care for, say, your whole family can just scatter. There is some kind of virus. And I told you that all those who try to associate with boycott, they will get buried along with boycott. They don't finish. Look, I don't want to name people who are all gone today. You don't see them anymore. Look at Sandro Johnson. Though he used to curse, but he never cursed the way he's saying he will curse now. Sandro Johnson. The first time he came on radio to come talk and looking for Georgia, and they gave him job. Just because he cursed yesterday, they gave him job. So that the sound country down there, so name me anybody who insulted and George Weah looked at them and gave them job. George Weah suspended Eugene Fagon for disrespecting people that snowed and Tina. George Weah suspended Eugene Fagon. Today, the Eugene Fagon may get job because he can curse. So ya will. George Weah and that of Joseph Boakai. The boy, George Weah, and the man, Joseph Boakai. So you're asking yourself question, who get integrity now? Who has morals? George Weah condemned every aggressive and rude approach of his officials. The records are there. That thing you see more added than doing all on Facebook, no trash than they are doing. No. On George Weah, no over exuberant, young CDC and ministers and things and whatever. Instead of them working, they all used to be on Facebook. Mama see Kaba there. I mean, we said there. So for and George Weah went to a meeting. George Weah want all of his officials to stay off Facebook. Nobody should get on Facebook with your name or whatever castigating or respond. You got work to do. When you do these things, people will think you're less busy. That was weird for you. All the ministers went in their shelf. The boy and the man now. Those are the analysis you have to do now. The boy leadership and the man leadership. When the CDC COP decided to protest and decided to, because that name CDC was attached and they decided to protest, they went to counter They state the University of Liberia were talking about, I don't know, talking about tire suffering or something like that, and I saved the state, something like that. Yeah, save it, something like that. They started doing it. What did we do? We are made of boys to look like they were sheep, but they took it in good faith. We have said we condemn any action of anybody associated with us. You can be associated with us, then you evolve into violence. That is not the meaning of CDC. We are condemned those boys that time. They grabbed those boys. They said they were going to prosecute them. There were no claim against them because the students who were making the claims, no evidence to prove that they were able to brutalize people, nothing like that. Those boys went free today. But when Queen Johnson decided to attack people, slaughter people, they all kinds of things, what did Bugger do? He gave them job. Boy versus man. Boy versus man. You take main job and give it to boy. Now, main job left from boys and come back to men. We are now doing analysis along the line. For me, I will not lie. I will give you facts. I will give you references, and I want you to challenge me that I'm lying. One thing I will not do, let me tell you something. I always say that I'm not neutral. I'm not neutral. I agree 100% I'm not neutral. Right? Good. And nobody is telling me here that you're neutral. But one thing I know is I'm independent. I'm independent, but I'm not neutral. Because my opinion expressed here, they are expressed out of my personal conviction that I believe in, that nobody can influence it. That's what makes me independent in my opinions. Nobody can influence, not a thing that will influence it. Is out of the motivation that I gain from the vow of patriotism, nationalism. That's what it is. I don't need money. It's just the love for country. Love is a motivation by itself. Love can influence anybody to do anything. You don't have to be paid for it. It's the love for my country. Because the school then we went to, way down the line there, they put that thing into our heads. They put it into us until we grew with it. The love for country. If I have my own way in the country, look, the elementary school will be the best, because when you really prop up somebody from elementary level and you really put into it and say everybody will come out good, but you will get substantial number of students coming up very brilliant, and not just that, but they will culturally be disciplined. And that is what we are. They taught us these things. Those people taught us. Every little studies we did, they put the cultural values into us. Patriotism and nationalism. So people like us, we are independent in our opinions. We don't care about whether anybody gave us money or whatever it is. No, maybe. There are some of our friends who made that flavor long. So I'm not saying everybody will be the same, but that is what it is. I'm not bragging, but I'm telling you that when we are saying things here, we give you references that you can use. Just yesterday, Sandro Johnson, just from Cousin again job today. Honor George, we are. Tell me when that happened, because you're going to compare. He has a same thing job we are doing to get a same thing now. Let's compare the same thing now. What is the same thing? The same thing job we are doing. Boy versus man. A boss leadership versus a man's leadership. Where are we now? No respect. Then you see group of people who call themselves lawyers. They want to do similarities. They want to do comparisons. They want to do analogy. All those things that we always do, they want to employ it. So someone then came up and said, during the cabinet journal removal, Tiawan Gonglo was able to release a statement. So yeah, well, the question I'm asking here, was the matter before the court? Was the matter before the court at the time? It has to do a removal. And that removal, the only sole person who's supposed to go there to go do whatever it is, the Chief Justice. They don't have to tell and say, oh yeah, with the consent of the full bench of the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice has to go. They know that when it comes to removal, it is the Chief Justice who have to preside. The Constitution says that. The Senate will write the Chief Justice that we have a removal process ongoing, and you are the only legal person who have to preside over this process to monitor it. Right? But you could see in the respectful manner in which Tiawan Gonglo operated with the Kokbo's bench. I can remember it was one of the court's opening, Supreme Court's opening. Tiawan Gonglo went there. He was very loud in the court. The Chief Justice told him to sit down. He said, Your Honor. And he kept going down. Yes, he still said what he wanted to say, but respectfully. Listen to his speeches and whatever it is. He did not in any way equate the Chief Justice or maybe the action of the Chief Justice at that time to be aiding and abetting or criminality or so forth and then, like it was expressed in our statement and issue in the wake of what's happening. Today, the bar is divided. Honor Joseph Boakai. Name me one institution that is still united. Honor Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai has successfully entered the judiciary and then destroyed the entire judiciary until lawyers are. Joseph Boakai, they probably have virus. They probably is a big virus. They probably has successfully destroyed everything in this country. He has entered the legislature. He finished burning down the legislature. He burned it down. Oh, God. There's something about this paper that you don't even know. The man entered the national legislature. He carries seed of discourse there. People sit down there. They don't just stop. None of those other noise that here doing slow town or whatever. When lawmakers then will call each other this, that, that one. He carried people to flock lawmakers. They beat them. He don't just stop there. He made fire to enter that place there. Today, he has successfully entered the judiciary as well. Already, executive branch is chakra. No law, in fact, his executive branch that he controlling by himself is chakra. Everybody doing their own thing there. Everybody stealing. They're doing their own thing. Nobody, no leadership there. But he's successful. That's the terrible part of it. His virus that has already dissolved and make the whole executive to look useless. He has decided to enter. He entered the legislature. He destroyed it. There's no legislative integrity anymore. Look, let me tell you something. Say, oh, political integrity. Oh, you don't know that one? Be that one. They may not have morals, but it has integrity. And that is why you to maintain the respect. He destroyed. They enter the judiciary now. And who did he use? He used the agents of the judiciary to undermine the judiciary, to insult the judiciary, to denigrate the judiciary. Joseph Boakai, virus. You know the virus know how to attack, where to attack from so that it will enter. So the player Joseph Boakai sitting down now and say, hey, I finish with the one now. Any confusion? Now how I left for me to operate. I finish with the one now. The lawmaker and own part, they will continue in that confusion forever. If Rachel Kuhn gets down there, there is another confusion again that will come from down there. Joseph Boakai is dealing with the spirit of confusion. When the men took over the CPP, what thing started there? They started carrying each other to court. The other man suing this man, the other man using this one. That is how it is. This old man, there is something about him that you don't know. Me, I like to look at spiritual things too when I'm talking. I don't just talk loosely like that too. When God tell me, say, AB, when you talk, think and know why this thing is happening like this. Boakai virus. The Boakai divisive virus is entering, and that Boakai virus, it has made even to the extent that people who were once friends from different political parties, they can no longer speak to each other. Boakai divisive virus has made people in communities who used, in fact, the first time it started was when Boakai was announced as winner of the election. What did they do? The people who used to be in a community and live together, they started chasing their friends out of their houses. That the first time you see how Boakai virus is, look, the way it went across, it was not easy. The first time they announced Boakai as winner, that virus, it started in the communities. People started going to people's houses, insulting people. People going to people's houses, doing all sort of things to them. Somebody get ready and say, you leave my house. Could you imagine what our thing that we could live with peacefully in this country? We could disagree with people respectfully. All the respects are gone. All the respects are gone. Ask yourself, what a normal thing happening in this country anymore? I am giving you analysis now, and I'm giving you references. I'm not just telling you to think. Oh, no. Our God has already done our thinking part already. He has already put it inside me. I am opening your eyes now to watch around your communities, whether there is any unity in this community anymore. Institutional unity gone. The church divided. The Muslims, the Islamic faith divided. You go anywhere now, everywhere divided. You go in the police divided. AFL divided. Anywhere you go divided. The divisive virus that Boakai carry. It is a wildfire spraying across the nation. Oh, your thing will lie. Oh, you don't see it. You see your men are going. You're gonna be sitting there. You're be sitting there. You be preaching. You're not thinking. You're supposed to plug. And what some of you don't have close relationship with God. You're be lying that we don't want to get a relationship with God. When we are moving, God is guiding us on a daily basis. God is protecting us. God is teaching us. God is opening our eyes to things. And I told you people always, the way you can see me when I come and sit down on the radio here, when I leave the radio, when I go, there are different AB you see. But when I come on the radio, God takes charge. Then He ready to now say the thing that He want to say to the nation using the muff. The more than correct. So all of what I got, but when I come here, I open myself up and release myself to God and say, God, use me. And that is what I always do, so that He speaks out and connects the other. You see script in front of me? All the thing I'm talking here, you don't see script. Nothing. That's how God can operate. You look at your country. You look at the status of your country today. Everything is divided. Everywhere divided. In offices, people not speaking to each other anymore. In communities, people not speaking to each other anymore. In the churches, people divided. Everywhere you go, people divided. That unity that we once had, despite our differences, we were still united. We can still be united in our differences. How you think we and Christian and Muslim united? And our differences, they get different belief, we get different belief, but we stay united. When it comes to our country, we are united. People can be united. They can have differences, right? They can have differences, but remain united. Do we have that? No. We are now divided. And the worst thing to ever happen is to use an arm of the judiciary. The agents of the judiciary will say, look, I will attack the judiciary. I don't care what happened. It is that virus. I didn't say, and I'm not saying that the president of the bar or the bar received money from Boycott. I'm not saying that. But the virus, viral is something you can see, but it will just hit you and start using you. The virus has decided to use the bar to bring division. And the bar is the host of thousands of lawyers. And once you put that division inside them, and they are there fighting each other, then Boycott start operating, stealing start going on. That the Bible virus intent is we need to divide and rule. That virus they call divide and rule virus now. But the Boycott virus is not only about divide and rule. Now, Boycott virus is divide and steal. So the Boycott virus, that's how they operate. The entire country is divided. Everywhere you go. So where are we as a people? Where do we place ourselves as a people? How do we see our country going forward? For me, I don't get a problem with anybody or whatever it is. I don't have time for anybody. God will provide and God will continue to provide. If God is there, God will continue to provide. We don't have time. The same human being who used to be passing around telling us that we better driven here and then we are living better lives than they do. Better lives than they do. And thank God, God put people like us in a position where we are not liabilities on people we trust. I work with Mozability, $5 I didn't ask him for. In fact, my salary then said left there, I left the station. People talk, oh, Mozability, what that guy, they didn't know. But I'm telling you, I'm doing something, they tell you, say, I get time for whether you giving me anything. Just give me the platform. I just need a platform. The rest, I will be satisfied. Give me the platform. If you want to really hate me hard, take the platform away. Then you hate me hard. But once you give me the platform, I'm satisfied. Once I have the ability to reach my people, I'm satisfied. Salary can, salary not come, platform must be. That's passion. Most of you, you don't have passion. So you put money ahead of everything. That's why you put there. So you don't even believe that there can be people who can work with passion. Yeah, but Omer, you listening to me now? Omer saying everywhere anybody go to come like and say that AV boy is a different human being. Yes, my boss must say high arrangement. He's supposed to pay me, but I knew that my boss needed to focus more on the station. What did I tell him? He wanted to buy me a car when I went to Freedom FM. I told him, Chief, I don't need a car. I want for you to take that money, let's add it up, and then we'll buy a bigger transmitter so that the people will hear us. My boss didn't buy me a car. I'm saying that, yeah. Say, hey, Abby, who are you? I say, yeah, Chief. It's better we have better transmitter, stronger one that can reach out to our people, because I just need a platform. I will be satisfied. I will try. Whatever way, I will try my best. Yeah. The reason I explain some of these things, because there are people who call us their mentors, but they don't know what we go through. So they don't believe that, oh yeah, there's that, yeah, and there. You want to be, if you want to follow me, some of the things I explain so that you know who the real AB is. What are some of the things that AB really, what does he really stand for? He say you want to follow him. Are you able to bear or take the cross that AB is able to take along the lines? No. But you know what I pray for in my relationship with people is the respect. Today I can hear walk all the old men saying, Chief, it's not easy today or whatever it is. You give me something. I get ready. I go to Musa. I say, Chief, what? I say, hey, B, what about here and there, man? Why your problem? You can't carry around people. I say, Chief, whatever it is, that relationship is important more than money. That same relation, the same way, oh man. Let me tell you today, the same way you're sacrificing for we are, and people tell you, what we are doing for you? I want to tell you today that same motivation you get, that same motivation driving people like us today. Where does not have to give anybody anything is the love for your country. And you see it through this man that they may love the country. That's why you transfer that to him. And that's why it is. I'm here at this station and I'm on salary. But we got to strive for other people to be paid so that they will work, so that we can maintain the standard of this station, because no one person can make it to work. They are equally important to the survivability of this station. So you got to exclude yourself for other people, because they have to succeed. That the only way the dream can be achieved. Sometimes you got to make personal sacrifices and all. So now you're working in some places, when you see something and they are tidy and then you just get ready, you say, oh, that water you want? Yeah, okay. I will take $5. Let me go buy water today just for the station building, so that the station will be going. That's it. Those are the sacrifices people will have to make. That the part there you can say sacrifice now. That part of it now, so that your passion will survive. It's not easy doing this. All of y'all passing around today, you're causing everybody. Anybody you see, you're causing them. Anybody you see, you're causing them here and there. Why you think the Unity Party people then they don't stay money? I said, if I want time, they don't have discussion and all money. I said, they say the AB guy will bring over. Then somebody told them, say, you better go find a place to have. Like AB, your T, will get over where? There? I beg you. The reason people will believe in you like that, even don't want to make the advance to you, because they know who you are. Anybody you see bringing offer to you until you say, oh yeah, I want it, because they know you're not stable. That's why they will even attempt to come around you. But if they're really scared to come around you because they know who you are, they have done their research to know everything. They say that guy, even if you try it, I mean, you don't just hear here for nothing. And someone can even say, the man we are business, and he say, they say, I agree. So they agree, asking we are able to support you. What is sign you're doing? I'm gonna go support you. You're giving one good reason why I should go support you. If the only reason that will be there because I not get integrity now. If the only reason that will go support you will not be for money, one more is the other reason. So let's take money business from there, because I will not do that one in the first place. So what is the other reason that you get for which I should go support you? Let's take money business from there, because that one it will not work. So what the other reason that you think that AB should go support you people? You state it today. You go state it. Ain't me challenging you in a country, I can be telling you, say, all your ministers and putting your ass, then what I ever beg anyone on ever time. Even the CDC group said they know I didn't beg them for time. Then I Unity Party people I will come back. The CDC people that left from there, they know I was never at their offices. You ask them. Even to go talk about my own station business, they say it was hard for me to go to their offices to go sit down there, say I'm going to talk about Freedom FM for them to help Freedom FM, because I will be sitting there begging them. They ought to know that we were working for them and they needed to know what to do. So as a result of that, I was not going to their offices. You ask them, yeah, because they tell me and little, I get big mouth, right? Yeah, the more is what. So Let them close your say that every man and say that, hey, yo, you wonder in semi test, and I rough now, and I so that you know the party put now go to go say rough now or you do the one. I beg you. So let's take that one from there. What is it? The other thing, your people then, your religious people then, you say AB that you're bad boy, right? You tell me religious people, what is it that these people doing that you want me to support them for, which I'm not supporting them? You tell it now. Let us see it. I will not do it because it's not there. The only thing that keeping some of you around there because they're putting money in your pockets. That you're the real belly-driven people. All I know that you're belly-driven, that you're the real belly-driven people because that only your belly then keeping you down there. Because you can get small things. That's why I gave more respect to my old man, especially those of them that supported the we are. $5 they were not getting, they were dying beyond we are. They were not belly-driven. No. Some of them went to bed hungry. That man, she here was crying. In fact, she stayed crying recently for all zinc. She didn't get no zinc. I think she talking about buying zinc or something like that. 1,000. She did crying. Even up to today, she still crying. But yet, she doesn't give up. She still calling every time and defending. Those are the people that are not better dreaming. But you're telling that you're passing around. That your other woman that they call boycott and that baby. The kind of thing that she get what they call it. Tell that one for that one. When she start walking in the street here, that woman will start cussing Joseph Boycott. That one are calling yourself Boycott and that baby that passing around. All the hungry people that are passing. Now the woman talking to now. That woman, that lead that one. All the hungry people who sitting now they acting like they get sorry for Joseph. What kind of thing they get about Joseph Boycott? Be better driven people then. What kind of respect they get about Boycott? I beg you, yeah. These are the people that what old man they're not better driven, and you can know it. Some of you now ask them in your community, say, oh, they know that you're cussing. What thing we are not do? Yes, because they are not. They say, man shall not live by bread alone, and no old man know it. But you see, the only hope is that they have a son who can do something that will affect their children's lives. And one day, their lives will be better. That wouldn't used to be wasting to George we are up there. Now the old man, Today, Joseph Boycott off a old seller and looking like that. How many old people you can see around Joseph Boycott house there? They're not there again. The old people used to be wasting to the young boy era. Now the old people cannot waste to the old man era. You see that now? So what the issue now? What is it really that you want to say? We're doing comparative analysis and governance here, man. That's not something that we're going to what they call. Yeah. These are the people. But you see, God is wonderful, my people. With God, all things are possible. And with God, we are going to get there. Me, I will continue to tell the thing that I know that's supposed to happen. I challenging the men of God and challenging the Iman or whatever it is. You'll come up. Some of you are decent people, and I know you're some of you are correct people. That's the problem there. But your leadership have now made you to look ugly in this country because the number our legal profession our legal profession going down the noise inside the higher leadership then do that. So the chakla something inside the church, the chakla thing inside the Islamic, you just chakla all over the place now. Everybody chakla the virus eating you up. You're not even able to follow the other virus because most of you the virus here it can come with money, so you don't want to refuse it. The virus can bring sweet, so you don't want to take the virus off. You want for the virus to be inside you so that the virus will be eating you, but the virus is making you fat. The virus can bring some sweet, so as a result, the other virus to follow a high, but the virus that the one that can kill you. That the virus killing most of you. Boycott has a virus; it is killing most of you. Professional people are going bad. The security forces are spoiling, damaging, nothing, absolutely. So, folks, with God, all things are possible. We are going for the weekend's break. And I'm very grateful. And we think with God, all things are possible. The Unity Party people, you want me to vex? Somebody said, yeah, tell us we will come back. It was scattered straight. Is that causing your mind? Yeah, no, article. The media won't buy chakla. I was saying, I told you say that CDC town, the media ready chakla, how they better you to be causing us. The point you to be causing us, you to say who days that year, even up to today. Some of them, they know that they're struggling. They get father. I can be looking at the industry. I'll be laughing at them. They get father for themselves. They can still be honored because the hatred, the jealousy and envy in there. And they thought that because we associated with we are giving up mirror and alarm and people. Let me tell you something. When you do something with passion, your conscience and everything, when people like us, where we are today, now because we associated with we are. No. I challenge and nobody. In fact, I was not even close to where as I am now after his presidency before I start getting close. If I one time saying you were telling people, you say, you see the man is a friend to me. In fact, he calls me now his friend. And he calls me his brother. You know why? He told his surroundings, he said, man, father, you used to see me. Because people that were close to him, he said, you used to see me give father to them, man. No. Father, I never used to give him. But this man did everything he could for his country. He was not doing it for me, no. But he felt that we were doing the right thing. His wife expressed same. I don't need. Look, let me tell you something. The country here will get better inside. And our records will speak for us. CDC coming by, say, hey. CDC generally, I agree as CDC generally. CDC is a Liberian party, yeah, I'm a Liberian and I'm a CDC, so I'm a Liberian journalist. CDC, any kind of way I want to put it on your business. So, folks, that's all the time, and we've got in the explanation part. It's now time you participate as well. But before you do, let me try to take these breaks and right here, and so we are certainly getting there, and we've got all things are possible. Ah, God, this country has got a country. You put it a little here, so we just talking to get chakra all over the place. Let's take this break and we'll be right back.
Liberty Fortune Company is here for every one of us. If you want to get money easy, Liberty Fortune scratch card. Scratch and win. They will make you your time. Yes.
Pee-wee?
Yes.
What all the happiness for now?
Yeah, man. The thing that making some of our friends in other countries can be building houses and sending their children to Google schools now come to Liberia, yeah?
What's that?
They got one Liberian company called Liberty Fortune.
Liberty Fortune?
Yes. This company bringing one game they call Liberty Fortune Scratch and Win game.
And how people can play this game?
Very easy. Buy the ticket and scratch the silver part on it. Just the same way you can do the scratch card. Then any money you see on it is for you. You can win different amount of money, all the way up to 10,000 USD.
So you mean when I buy Liberty Fortune Scratch card and pay the silver part, any money there is for me?
Yes, and you only need just $1 USD on the same money LD to play and win.
But where I can get a Liberty Scratch card from?
Go to the shops. Go to the boys who selling scratch cards and tell them that you want Liberty Scratch card. Pay, scratch, and win. And then you take the winning card to their office at the Dawes Residence on 2nd Street, Tottenham Boulevard in Single for your money.
Thank you for this life-changing game. Liberty Scratch card, we for every day. Spend small money and win big money.
A message from Liberty Fortune LLC. New game changer in Liberia.
It's excited to bring you free healthcare service, medical and eye clinic. I said, my people, the management of the Water Medical and Eye Clinic, located at the Police Academy Junction in Painesville, is excited to bring you free healthcare services. Yeah, and what we have in store for you.
Free blood pressure checks on the second Saturday of every month. Free blood sugar tests on the third Saturday of every month. Please do not eat after 12 a.m. or midnight prior to your visit for the blood sugar test.
To ensure everyone is attended to effectively and efficiently, we will serve up to 50 persons for each of these services on a first-come, first-served basis, beginning at 8 in the morning
on the second and third Saturdays of every month.
Your health is your wealth. Don't let silent killers like high blood pressure and high blood sugar take you by surprise. Early detection saves lives. So take charge of your health today for a stronger and healthier tomorrow.
Exclusive offer for your children under 5 years. Parents, this one is for you and the well-being of your precious children. The Water Medical and Eye Clinic offers free routine laboratory tests for children under the age of 5. Give your little ones the care they deserve with absolute with no cost to you. Regular health check can detect issues early and keep your children thriving, because a healthy child is a happy child.
In addition to this, we offer medical, laboratory, and eye care services at the Mawata Medical and Eye Clinic 24 hours around the clock at affordable prices.
For more information on these services and more, kindly visit the Mawata Medical and Eye Clinic at the Police Academy Junction in Painesville, or call the following cell numbers: 0775 988-356, 0888-024-099, or 0776-930-576. Your health is our priority. Together, we can build a healthier Liberia.
So tomorrow they say every fresh Saturday, so you can go for your sugar test, your blood test, and so forth at my water clinic. And at Tupo Road, no, Police Academy Junction, sorry.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime and body, don't the law in your hands for the authority, but it can't take care of it. Crime stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door, whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you must take it, I mean you check it. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must catch them for it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bring.
Oh yes, Crime Stopper. So let's get to the lines and start interacting with our callers. We are right here, and we are certainly getting there. And let me just announce to you that Stand and of Moba Molu has just appointed Anthony Isaac W. Jackson. They said they appointed him as official spokesperson for the We the People July 17 peaceful protest. So the July 17 peaceful protest, the organizing committee of the upcoming July 17 Enough is Enough peaceful protest is pleased to officially announce the appointment of Anthony Isaac W. Jackson Jr. as official spokesman of the We the People movement. Very good. Anthony Jackson is a seasoned legal practitioner, fearless patriot, and a long-time advocate for democratic reform. With over 2 decades of unwavering commitment to Liberia's democratic advancement and social justice, he brings a formidable wealth of experience to this critical national cause. His legacy as a leading voice for accountability, the rule of law, and the rights of ordinary citizens stands as a beacon of the depth of Liberia we envision, and the country grounded in equity, justice, and integrity. As official spokesman, Anthony Isaac Jackson will lead public engagement, articulate the vision of the July 17 protest, and represent the unified force of thousands of Liberians demanding transformative change. This historic protest aims to what? Demand full accountability from President Joseph Yuma Boakai and his administration, compel Joseph Yuma Boakai to respect the authority of the Supreme Court of Liberia, restore the rule of law in the legislature free of external interference, including the arbitrary meddling exerted by President Boakai and his vice president, 3 and 4 called for an end to systemic corruption and abuse of public trust. And 5 advocate for the restoration of equal justice under the law. 6 promote economic empowerment and inclusive development for all Liberians. 7 advocate for adequate and free healthcare for impoverished Liberians. And 8 advocate for justice, dignity, and equal opportunity for all marginalized and underrepresented groups, including motorbike and keke riders, civil servants, healthcare workers, petty traders, street vendors, market women, wrongfully dismissed civil servants, victims of unlawful demolitions, and survivors of police brutality. The movement stands in solidarity with every Liberian surviving for fairness, decent livelihoods, and a voice in national decision making. We invite all citizens, civil society, grassroots organizations, and international partners to join us in congratulating Anthony Isaac W. Jackson Jr. on this important appointment. His leadership will be instrumental as we prepare for the landmark day in our nation's history, a day when the people rise to say loud and clear, enough is enough. So that's it right here. And I just reading from our stand and the mobile model. So let's get to the lines interact with you, Ali. Our lines are active tonight. We can go on now. Let's get to this first caller. How are you doing? The numbers are 0772239933. That's the orange line. The MTM line, which of course the WhatsApp line, is 0886304497. And for the female line, exclusively females, they have 07770777. Now what I mean 0777 980375. Let's get to this first caller. Hello, how are you doing?
Good evening, Evie.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly. No time.
Yeah, thank you, Evie. This is Emmanuel Siwan, and I join you from my Cornwall resident. Thank you, Evie. Evie, what do you expect somebody who says when you're causing anything to do, he will dance with the devil only because he want to achieve certain things? And my understanding, those who dance with the devil have demonic spirit behind them. So Boycott, everywhere he goes, is confusion, splitting institutions, only because he's a tribalist, he's a professionalist, he's somebody who believes in that quote unquote divine rule method. But he's not dividing rule any longer. The only thing he's doing is make the country to be so messed up on the basis of tribal divisions, and then achieve their goal with respect to copying our countries and killing our countries, making the country to bleed in every form and manner. But the only thing we can say, AB, we continue to ask God, not because we want for Boycott and his administration to enjoy, but we are asking God to continue to punctuate Liberian. That God are those days that will prone this country to war because of somebody like former local defense force commander like Joseph Boycott. And this is why I heard somebody saying, Mr. Boycott have to be very careful, making our judicial status to be divided to the extent that lawyers are against one another. If you go to even the school, AB, it will interest you to know that in various institutions, there is a blue and green discussion. This is how Boycott has divided this country. So the people that are supposed to come out, we are supposed to come out and tell Mr. Boycott that the rule of law must be respected. Nobody can fear an AP. Nobody can scare us. With the army, the police, the immigration, our brothers and sisters, they are from community. So Mr. Boycott should not have that flat thought.
Okay.
That because the army are there for only Mr. Boycott.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, boss, for your contribution. Let me get up. William Bro, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, thank you, Teacher Lai. Yeah, the William Bro King, you spoke well. Especially, I was shocked about the boycotting of you people program. But that's the result of people making reckless statements without consultation. But I do think, maybe I want to demystify right now. Today, there was a propaganda video or storm that Bwaka then carry on today when you went to the poultry farm around Kingsbury there.
Yeah.
And the UP make it look like that the rescue project. These folks know how to lie to the gullible follower. That project started in 2022. And today that guy was touring that place, that woman was touring that place, as if to say that the rescue, they put it all up to money writing on Facebook to go writing somewhere.
The reason normally I don't get that credence. Every project has a beginning. It should have a groundbreaking and everything.
Yes.
So once I use groundbreaking, anything Bwaga touring on it's not for this. Every project has a groundbreaking. You don't break down for anything. Then you just touring.
So
what they call?
Yeah, you just say that the project, the guys and the people can lie too much. And they're making their follower to be stupid. But the same way again, more Ali today again, they see our people water playing that they did something. You put it on here, you attach it to the other one. They see our people water something. You turn around at one, I know some kind of other project, we attach it to it, say that 300 and what kind of task. The man right now that the father now of Mori or Tactic of Mori him from in Liberia. Make a program some kind of thing, made a him from low farm small, painted green to that 350. My God, my brother is an interesting country.
Interesting country. Thank you. Okay, man. Thank you so much, my brother. Let me get on to the next bro.
Hello, Judicial.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, this is Peter Karen going from National West.
All right, let's hear from you.
You know, Judicial, you know why it's only a year from we the CBC. Maybe 4 years they will say President, we are coming back. It'll have people far away.
I know.
It'll have a feeling. I don't know why. Why am I having a feeling? Let's have a feeling. You don't look out for it. I would say no come out for soon. We say President, we are coming back. So God will never come back. It will never belong to God, but not President we are. Because we are forced to come back because that people love him. The thing, the mistake what it made, they know the mistake it made. So that people now, the couple of them now, they know what's going on, they know what's up. So anyway, when we go up, we'll come down, the person will come back. Things are so well, man.
Thanks Thank you so much. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Abraham Gossi Will.
Let's hear from you quickly.
Abraham Gossi, that day, Abraham Gossi Will. I only kill the right time, Abraham Gossi. You make my date. But for the recognition, there's a father Sabu Rasta. I'm telling you 4.4 to be a Zagi Zimbabwe.
Forever.
So, what I want to say tonight, I just want you to honor what I want to tell you tonight. The alphabet letter B is relative. Letter B can spell Bwaga and letter B can also spell Ba. You know, B-A-D that Ba, right? So Bwaga is Ba, all over Bwaga is the Ba, the country. Bwaga made to the can you imagine? I am a best friend to we are not friendly because the only reason we are not friendly because Bwaga hate to hear about the name we are. I'm telling you seriously, can you imagine my life name my life name we are. But because my name we are not saying Bwaga king the power my friend because he hate to hear the name we are. So my friend does not want to see me anymore because my friend say Bwaga getting office, he has not one day called the name we are. Bwaga is wicked. Can you imagine Bwaga lied to us? He told us that it will not be business of as usual. But you know why we say, and you told our people say you are bringing in yellow machine that today each country are going to tell you 1919. For that reason, our people voted, but up to now we here to see nothing.
All right, Sabu. Thank you so much. Let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, my name is T. Million Juwe.
Yeah, Juwe, let's hear from you.
I just want to make my recommendation that the station should reach all over the country.
You're right. That's a bit one. We are working on something.
Okay.
We are working on something. Thank you so much, my brother. We are working on something. I'm gonna show you. Yeah. Hello, how you doing?
Eddie.
Yeah, let's hear from you. Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie, this Pio from Minneapolis.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Oh, I want you talk about Bwaga, and I want to keep repeating this thing to you, right? First thing to note the ability of Bwaga as a leader. You have to look at Bwaga track record. For me, before Bwaga came in Red Law,
MP brother as president. I know the position of brother was one that I knew personally. Was brother was the president of the YMCA, right? And you see how YMCA looking so nasty. I live in America. I know how the YMCA is one of the decent recreation area in the US. Very decent. Brother was president of the YMCA. The YMCA, I was also a volunteer at the YMCA. We used to work the JV league, the Education JV basketball league. That YMCA was so nasty and dirty. So that's clearly now. Waka and Lou now got out in leadership. And then secondly, you know also understand Eddie. Waka was brought up from the snow. Waka became nobody. Waka did not make himself president. There were people who made Waka president. Waka did not have any concentration all by himself with other people being involved. And one of the people that happened with it, Waka cannot make an independent judgment or anything you want to do. So if extra liberty or laid back journalist or laid back director, well, who cannot be changed to any political thinking our country, right? For John Yapano. In terms of biases. The bias is what I can live, that girl. And what I mean, apparently you know what important. But because the same thing, in the clause that no UPs will participate in the government, the bias cannot defend it. Because at the end of the day, one guy did not make himself hungry. People fair brother, poor brother. And if God's in power, anything therefore you follow through it. So some of the mistakes that are going here, when I really want to lead like I say, I think he want to, but he cannot because no, he's not very wrong by himself. Thank you.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. And we are certainly getting there. We'll always tell you that. And with God, things are possible. Hey,
hey,
yeah.
Hey, good evening, my dear brother.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, thank you for the show. Hey, let me just first of all, let me just say thanks for staying and congratulations to Isaac Jassing, the council, you know, for appointment spokesperson. Look, AB, Sandro Johnson have been causing people. He called to be a messenger to get messenger job. So Sandro Johnson called to be messenger, you know. So that's the issue there. AB, let me just end on this. On the we are coming by, we are not coming by. No one person, AB, in this country, 2021, January 6, when Donald Trump left the White House on that Tuesday, on January 6, when I riot, political opponent that have been analyzing politics here for some of them 50 years, 30 years, 40 years in this country, say Donald Trump will not come back to power in this country. No more. And then moreover, when they indicted for 34 felony, they say, oh, it's finished. Donald Trump will not come back. Where is Donald Trump? It's not the Donald Trump that in the White House that two things they put voted against the Democrat here, the border and the economy. So my advice to those I know that journalists what he said were ready on Facebook, they can be ready. No, they need to tell the government because the comparison will be 6 years we are 6 years Boycott. That's it. Simple. You say nobody will be selling no motorcycle. You provide job for them 4.5 years. So typically you get 3.5 years. 2028 July, August, September, that'll be social political activity now all the way up to 2029. You know, let me just end on this portrait business. If you say that your project, when you break ground for the project, you're getting your 2024 January 22nd. So when you broke ground for that project, you tell us. You gotta be here. Everybody get camera now. Everybody generally, you just tell us when you broke ground for the project. I see that the road in the test. All the road you're doing right now, it was in motion already for the previous government. That's a fact. You are not breaking ground for one project. Send your to 1 year and a half now.
The same people, you know, the late senator, sorry, peace to his arches. When the senator were in Nima County with all the development that we are there, when Prince J and UP people were saying, how do they say what? They said a war band project.
War band! That war band project!
All the projects that we are initiating were executing there. The UP people were passing around a war band project. That what they want there now. I know that what kind of project that they want that they not build ground for. That what kind of project that is see what
kind of project? You want to put your farm today, you pass it around, you parade it around. Okay, that your project, when you break ground for it, when? In what month? In 2024 or in 2025? You just show the video, then we say, okay, we'll mark it. That Unity Party project for everything that you're doing right now is the period government project. That road project, everything in motion will pay for. Let anybody can say that lie. They will not pay for. They will pay for. They were contracted already. So when you guys pass it around your dev, you know, and look at somebody talk about rave, you go pay CR, I know CRC, something CRS, something like that. The project, then you go put it and say the project. Their own Ramo say, oh, I know $500 million going on salary. You know, let me end on my sister Esther Liberty, man, my dear. Go sit down, forget about it. You're not too old. There are features there. Nothing lasts forever. It will come to an end. Go sit down. Forget about it, my dear. Let it pull. Because they see the document in the CPP document, that so heavy. That area so no different.
You're right. I will look for that document. I will read it. I will look for it.
Yeah. That's the same thing. Because that's what the guys want. Nobody. Even you not show your color during the 2023 election, once you work in with our government or the CEO to picture with somebody, you might not work in the government. I don't want to ask like, if the person qualified to do the work, they point the person to the work. Simple as that. So tomorrow another government can you that working, those young people that are working in Baka government right now, those young people. So when a government can tomorrow, so they might not work if they qualify. That's what they're saying. Some of them in the 30, some of them in the 40. So they shouldn't work in any other government after Baka. You see it be so that's it, like your record said, he said the power enter. And that's true. Look at your profession, the lawyer. Look at the professional now. They have gone now, the politics enter here now. You know, so thank you for the show, man, my brother. I'm following the show, brother.
All right, thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. And we are certainly getting there. And no matter what it is, and what are you doing?
Obi, how are you, my brother?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Obi, thank you for the show and thank you for having me. But Obi, when you gave me the time, I know you said something 3 nights ago, very, very important. You know, we always speak to surface the issue. Mm-hmm. But I want to remind you on this, what you said, AB. And I was trying to get to you the last time, but I was too busy. Mm-hmm. When you play that piece about Africa,
yeah,
and about the West, did you experience anything that happening that you see they try to be so tricky or recent? Did you experience that in Liberia?
You're right.
Okay, no, if you not see, I'll remind you, my brother. Since the 30th of April, when the people, the whole world came out that support in the support march in Patriotism. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you saw the people came up. My brother, we've been watching and in Liberia. It was the first time you saw the U.S. Defense Military Attaché visited our military people, and the U.S. Embassy sent people to meet with Joseph Boycott in that place. You see what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know why they did that?
Mm-hmm.
The fear was what's happening around us, and what is happening in Liberia cannot join in support. And surprisingly, we had some of our brothers who decided to give a solidarity support to this young man. And by coming out to go to the Bureau Embassy and marching into the street, the police, they sent people to stop the guys, to bring the placard and bring the banner down, the solidarity support banner. They put that down on the people and they stopped them and they shouldn't march in on the road. They should fold their banner and either get in a car or go to the place they want to go. And it brought something to my mind that I said, oh, the same thing AB was talking about. This is what happening in our country, Liberia, and our people being used as a marginalized slave because they want to get a little greener pasture from the US. And you understand? So I sat up for long. I said, this AB guy is a guy with wisdom. People, I really believe in this guy
the points you are raising is very much important. And I was like thinking, and I was trying to design a topic around it too. Do you know that subsequently, do you know China was making its way to Liberia with a wave bridge, blah, blah, blah. You see, they're bringing a security conference here. It will have an impact on the relationship with China and Liberia. Let's watch out for that.
Yeah.
Watch out for that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's one of the main things that there. But my brother, like you said, we will not mind this young man. Maybe my last topic before I leave. Everything you always preach is come to reality.
Thank you.
What you said today about people running beyond people after the election, it happened to me. A guy who is a friend, and you know, I look at him as my little brother in the PHP community. He's helping a guy by mining the property, sweeping the yard. Those men were Unity Party men. And right after the election, you know what I got did, AB?
No.
When they get the final result, I was sitting to my stool right there. The guy left to where he was with his Unity Party people, came to me and threw insult at me. He started insulting me, saying things. Your leave, we come from America to come and run campaign for job here. And the man insulted me. So I walked to him, AB. I asked him, I said, who you insulting? Who you insulting? He can't talk. But AB, ask anybody in the community, I beat that one like baby that day, and that people they said came for him. That I beat him. I beat him like baby. People gotta come home me and say because you hear it. I said no. Let me blood him. Oh, you think that they won't get AB? Sometimes we bless God in this country, man. I'm a crime man. I know what I passed through. I know what made me to be alive today. Nobody can scare me or to say what God. I know what I'm facing. That you can't make me to say, you know, when the time the rocket was coming from left to right, from south to west, and that killed me. Only God made me who I am today. That somebody will be afraid of. My brother, I'm not afraid of anyone. I beat that guy like baby. And you know what I said, try again. So everything you say, AB, it come to that, my brother. You just they call it soothsayer, brother. Anything you say, your topic will be on point. Thank you for having me. Let God bless you.
All right. Thank you,
and your family.
Let me get on to this one. Yeah, we get it there. I'll get it. Yeah.
Hello, how you doing, sir?
Yeah.
Hey, good Ambassador Jimmy calling from the USA, Grand Rapids.
Let's hear from you, Chief.
Man, how you doing? Anyway, thank you for the show. I've been crying, but I'm a little bit confused, and I've been scared out of the country moving. There's no real law to our country anymore. And I'm confused. We've been talking, me a brother guy, experience, but I don't know. Why it is experience our country is falling apart, nothing is in gear. And you guys, another planning of me. I heard that people talk about Comparative is coming, and the government trying to do all they can to maintain the people, but stop people not to do anything. They talk about insurrection, but I don't know what it means. They don't understand the definition of insurrection. Our constitution provides that you can come together at a summit and petition the government and then associate. But I don't know why are they threatening? Are they living in fear of their own government? What is going on? Let it answer. Just give us some clear understanding. Because we are far from what you call insurrection in Liberia now at this moment.
You're right.
I think we should be discussing the right thing. If you promise people, promise are there under the law. You promise you cannot deliver. You got two options. Either come back and apologize, and if you can't fulfill, or you pay the consequences. And the backup administration how to pay the consequences. Come to the night, the people vote them out, and they need to try their best. Everybody wishing the government success. Nobody wishing the government buy. But they didn't search for a create condition that is terrifying. That scare away investors in other kinds of the country. We expect at this time, we expect only work hard to have good development going on, investors coming in. But at this time where people think for the apart, it worried me, man. I'm serious. There are people in America wasting here, they want to come back home and relax in that country. But they are living in fear because they're really waiting, going, it's not how it's going to be. So my encouragement to the government,
let us try our best to establish a good medium of communication to the Liberian people. Now everybody should take a media to inform Liberia about what's going on. Let's stop the lies to the country, I mean to the citizen. Tell us the truth. In a hard, in a difficult, you do all this time, you work it out. But you claim that you're doing best, I mean do the best thing when you are not. One of the lies I can tell, I'm still waiting to see. I've been calling around to find out. It is true that it increased salary in the country. Everybody is saying no. I know they work on their lives, what they try to play games. Let the government pronounce that increased salary or civil servant. Let somebody call your show and testify that indeed
the impact will be felt in the pockets of the people in the communities. You know, the more money you get, the more spending power you have, right? So if they increase civil servant salary, the ordinary people who selling a small thing in the evening, the whole place there will be packed. The place you can do your lay, you know. Let's leave that thing. Let's just leave that. Yeah. But that time will come.
Okay. We're hoping to see that, man. Please. And after before I leave, I'm concerned about the State University of Liberia. This time, in the new millennium we're living, you cannot go online to find any suitable information about the State University. I don't worry about the other world there. Liberia, we are behind time. The university is giving out engineers, giving out science students. We cannot see nothing of that can be seen. You go to university, if it comes drinking water, they cannot produce it right there. They cannot make it say, available to them. They cannot even produce it as solar system that will power that university for university. They cannot do such a thing. That is degrading about the world we live in. So I think that something will be done about the State University. They can cut down the level. But
so we'll get on that. If you face the issues, please, thank you so much. You don't have to tell anything. So let's see. But let me see. We have just limited time now. All right. Hello. Hello. Let's hear from you, Musa Brown.
Hello.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say thank you for the show and thank you for what you continue to do. Eddie, it is the virus that has affected Liberia. If we're not careful, we have to pray for that nation. Because if everything will never come here, when 2 or 3 United Parties people living together, they're working together.
Yeah.
You see them as enemies. I'm telling you. And the question is, let me ask myself, because I can remember 2011 election, the United Party people and the citizen and we the citizen met at certain location. You could move from in your land and go and bust the other person. You help each other. Oh no matter any justice for it. Why they hate so much? Anytime you say something, Eddie, it's like these guys, they hate them so much. I don't understand. Hey, man, Eddie, man. Look at that portrait. Just look at walking today. Same thing from the two. They brought them in the post out of that project. And of course, it's not a bad thing. They speak just about they were going to start them from the phone. It's not a bad thing. We want good for Liberia. But what the United Parties need to understand with their president is that Liberia belongs to everyone. So we all need good for Liberia. Let me close on this, Eddie. Sammy Johnson. For me, Sammy Johnson is never a surprise to me, Eddie. You know why? Because Sammy Johnson, when he was in 10th grade, he organized people to volunteers do it. He brought his education. So because of that, Sammy Johnson will never go to school. He never went to school again. Only the MPFL. Sammy Johnson run behind people. But you know who are good at rewarding people? The way here, our brothers and sisters and force them into rebels. Get them out to go to one fund and die to the funds. But what they want to reward you with send to a job in Bobby County. And so when you say you will cost, Sammy Johnson also is now a surprise thing to me. So because Sammy Johnson is one of the most useless person. Idiots. They say you for idiot that we care everything about.
So when you do that, the downfall has come. The main messenger, you will not be messenger, you will be there for one day. So for that, it's never a surprise because somebody will organize to break an educational institution and never regret it. Is that a kind of person that people will pay attention to? No, it's never a surprise for Sammy Johnson. He preached his education ever since. He ate his education ever since with fire. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, so there is a right here on this very die, and we are certainly getting there. So, folks, yeah, time is fast spent, and we have to get going. In all that we do, we have to get going. So, with God, all things are possible. I want to say thanks to all of you for the fantastic time we all spent throughout this week. With God, all things are possible. I want to say thanks to all of you. Thanks to our mothers, our fathers. And let's go for our weekend's break. And I want to say thanks to all of you placing your calls. You helped in making this edition a success. And even those who called but couldn't just go through, you also helped in making this week's edition a success. So don't deal. We are back here next week with another edition of the show. There's no good in saying goodbye, though, but I have to say it. Do have a pleasant time. Bye-bye.
Kings 88.5.
Kings 88.5 FM.
We got the flavor.
Kings 88.5.
Kings 88.5 FM.
We got the flavor.
Kings 88.5.
Kings 88.5 FM.
We got the flavor.
Kings 88.5 FM.
We got the flavor.
Kings 88.5.
Kings 88.5 FM.
We got the flavor.
Kings 88.5.
Kings 88.5 FM.
We got the flavor.
Kings 88.5.
Kings 88.5 FM.
We got the flavor.
Kings 88.5.
Kings 88.5.